Well, I will start my story, and in 1956, I was a campesina, what we call, in Cuba, because my small town is like 30 miles from Havana. I was fighting against Batista at those times. Then I have a friend of mine that was communist, a communist, and he didn't know I knew he was a communist. So one day he started talking to me and says, and I asked him why he was so sad. Then he said, well, because I don't want to be a pilot and I'm going to be a pilot. And I said, well, if you don't want to be a pilot, how can you be a pilot? I said, well, I'm going to go to Mexico when this revolution succeed. Then I will be 6 months there studying those small planes, And I said, well, but this for agricultural purpose, those are for seeding or fumigating or all those things. I said, yeah, but later on I'm going to Czechoslovakia, and I will be a jet pilot. I will return to Cuba as a comandante. Then I will teach others what they teach me. It was the saddest night of my life, because I realized that we didn't knew that we were fighting a dictator, so another dictator will take power. I measure a lot at those moments, because I said, well, if I continue fighting against Batista, then Castro is going to come. Well, I didn't know it was Castro. I thought when a communist is going to come. And but if I don't fight, I am meeting a dictatorship in my country, because I knew what was coming. Even I realized that people that love democracy were fighting at the side of Castro because they didn't knew what was going on. And besides that, they contribute without knowing that to the things that come to Cuba. Almost, it was so quick that it couldn't be done unless you have a program. The first thing they do was silence the press. They confiscated all the newspaper, all the newsmen have to fly away or go to prison, because they knew they were going to try to talk against Castro. So things were so quick that I knew that the only reason that they have succeeded was because Batista was part of the plot. That Batista was part of the communist country, the Communist Party, and he helped. And if you realize that Castro have done enter any country in this world and do killings, even here in Miami, and nothing happens, it's very strange that Batista, they never tried to do anything against him except blame him for the crumbling of the economy, for the disruption of supplies, for everything. That is what my story started, and that is why I went to prison, because I even received a beca, a scholarship from this country, meanwhile I was studying in the university to do here in Miami. In the University of Miami, receive English classes by free. I decided not to come because I knew what was going on. And I decided from those moments to stand up till the end. And I stand up till the end.